This video introduces management's core functions. But first, let us define management. It is an activity practiced by every manager at all levels. This activity aims to optimize the use of both material and human resources that exist in the facility to achieve the goals set for it with the maximum possible efficiency and at the lowest cost. Therefore, management has four basic functions, which are planning, organizing, leading, and controlling. So, let us review each of these four functions in a straightforward way. Planning is defining the goals that the management seeks to achieve and drawing up plans and programs to achieve those goals, considering the available capabilities and the imposed restrictions surrounding the project or facility. The planning process starts with setting a specific goal that should be through predicting the future using scientific and analytical methods along with analyzing the current situation. Those analyses shall lead the organization to determine the objectives after considering its capabilities and challenges it may face. Through the previous steps, the planning team shall propose alternatives to evaluate them to select the optimum one. Thus, the planning process ends with executing the determined alternative. However, following up the plan's execution is crucial to make any necessary amendments or corrections. Organizing is a clear definition of all the different competencies and tasks of all the main and subsidiary activities in the organization along with the coordination of the various relations between them to serve the objectives of that organization. For that purpose, the model organizational structure contains four managerial levels. The top managers are known as CEO, corporate or group head and vice president. Middle managers are department managers, product line managers, or business unit heads such as general manager or administrator. The first line managers are the functional heads in the organizational structure, for example, production, sales, human resources management and accounting. At the bottom of the structure there are the non-managerial employees who are occupying the line and staff jobs. Nowadays organizational structures can take different forms, either a traditional vertical or horizontal hierarchy, or a work teams-based structure. Leadership is the art of getting someone else to do something you want to be done because he wants to do it. Said Dwight D. Eisenhower, the former President of the United States, thus it is the ability to influence others to get on board and get the work done, which requires a set of personal traits along with managerial competencies. Leadership has four main dimensions. 1. Creating an agenda, establishing direction, vision of the future and develop strategies for change to achieve goals. 2. Developing people, aligning people, communicate vision and strategy and influence creation of teams which accept validity of goals. 3. Execution. Motivating and inspiring, energize people to overcome obstacles and fulfill human needs. 4. Outcomes, motivated employees, innovation, and prominent level of efficiency. Controlling is the process of monitoring and identifying deviations in addition to identifying the problems by periodically comparing the actual performance with the standards and developing fundamental solutions to them. The controlling process can be effective by reviewing the organization's objectives and the standards of performance. However, the actual process starts with measuring the actual performance and comparing it with standards. If the standard is attained, then there is no action needed, although there might be a variance, but within acceptable limits, because if it is not, then a corrective measure needs to be done. It is important to continuously review and measure the actual performance and go through the previous steps. However, sometimes the standard is beyond the organization's capabilities and needs to be reviewed. Here is a recap of the management's basic functions. Planning is about selecting goals and achieving them. Organizing is assigning responsibility and chain of command in addition to organizing performance, which includes attaining goals, production, services along with effectiveness and efficiency. While leading is about influencing and motivating employees, and controlling is monitoring performance and making corrections, including information, human, financial, material, and technological resources. Thanks for watching, and kindly visit skilltecs.com for more information.